I'm Russo, fashion and lifestyle stylist, and this is Belladonna TV. Today I'm going to be talking to you about scarves, because I've been getting a lot of questions about them. Basically, a few different styles and how to style them, because it seems like that between the square shape and the regular long shaped scarves, some people are having questions about the right way to style them, how to make them look good. So I'm going to show you really quickly a few different ways. They're really basic ways. I'm not going to go into anything too crazy right up front. So the first one that I'm going to show you is probably one of the most popular styles right now. If you notice, it's the square scarf. And let me see, I probably can't get the whole thing in the camera, but it's basically square. And what you're going to do with this one to get the look that everybody's wearing, basically where they're wearing it all day long, not really taking it off, it's more of a style rather than just for warmth of the coat. So what you're going to do first is you're going to bring the two corners of the scarf together. It's good to do this one with a little bit of the fringe on the end, because it'll give it the real detail that you're looking for. Basically, you're going to make it into a triangle with a point. There's the point on the bottom. You're going to make this into a triangle. It's going to be, I suggest looking for the longer the better, just because if it's short, it's just not going to do what you want it to do. It's going to look more like the older woman scarf kind of thing around the neck. So you want this to be as big as you could possibly get it, and lightweight. You don't want it too heavy. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to start with the point in the front, right here. And it's okay if this rolls down a little bit. I'm going to give it that roll. So that way this point is right in the front here, and the two pieces are in the back. And what you're going to do is, once you have the two pieces in the back, you're going to pull this one across the back, and this one across the back to the front, and you're going to have these two long pieces in the front. So what you want to do with these, you could leave them, you could let them hang, or I suggest taking them underneath this point and just giving them a tie, a little knot underneath. Bring them together, fluff this so that way the point is over it, and now you have that bulky, fun scarf that everybody's wearing with little jackets over them, over sweaters, under sweaters. They're wearing them all different ways. And you can definitely wear this all throughout the day because it's a lightweight scarf. It's not something that's too heavy. It's a really nice look. So that's the first one. Leave that. The next two are pretty simple, basically two different scarves that can both be worn the same way. This one is a oblong one. It's also lightweight. So again, this one is more of a throughout the day one that you don't have to take off, that you could wear. You know, you wear it with your coat, but you can also wear it throughout the day. And it's still long as well. So the same thing with this. We're going to do, so I can show you pretty easily, you're going to make the two ends even, and there's going to be this loop up here. What you're going to do is you're going to bring this around and make it even, so there's a loop over here and two ends over here, and basically you're going to pull the two ends through the loop, so you get a nice fitted skirt, and just fluff. And that is basically how you're going to do that look, and I'm sure you've seen this look around a lot. It works, it stays nice, it keeps your neck really warm, and it's pretty stylish. If you look for scarves that have the detail in them, like this has this houndstooth purple pattern, I like to look for thin ones with patterns because it gives it more of a style if you're going to be wearing it throughout the day. So that's how to wear this one. This could also be worn the next way that I'm going to show you on a different scarf. You could do this, the next look, the next style that I do, you could do with this scarf. So as long as it's a long enough scarf, you can get away with this. This one doesn't work with the first one that I showed you. This works pretty much with this style. So that's a good style for that. The third one, that's kind of another basic, but it is a thicker one that's more to be worn with coats, and it's a lot wider. I like to fold this style in half, and it has the fringe on the end, a little bit of detail. This is a warm one. I like to do this look more with coats. You'll see why. But this this scarf is long enough that you could also do the previous look that I just did. What you want to do with this one is you're going to take this, you're going to divide it in half, like I showed you, it's in half, in two pieces, even, and you're going to take that loop where it's even and bring it up to the neck, swing the two pieces back so it's tight around the neck, cross it in the back, bring this one over, and this one over. And you can either leave it like that, leave it loose and let these two straps hang, or again, you could give it a flip and knot it until you have a nice warm knotted look. And that's your third style of scarf. Those are the three most basic scarf styles. They're the easiest ones to do, to test out. There are some more complicated, a little bit more detailed ones, but I won't get into them because these are the three best ones to start with right now. You guys know where to find me if you're looking for tips. Have any questions on that Twitter/DawnDelRusso, or on Facebook, or BellaDawn.com, or on my site, DawnDelRusso.com. I love your questions. Keep them coming. And I love all your thoughts and all the fashionistas out there. So definitely let's keep up the conversation. See you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.